Hello and welcome, BitMonger family. Monger here, wishing you all top of the day. And in today's episode, I'm going to be looking at the crypto markets. It's looking ripe, guys. Things are pumping. My last 24 hours has netted me more upside than most people make in a year back in the States. So I'm smiling. It's a good day for me. I'm liking what I'm seeing. If you've been following my calls that I've been mentioned previously, you are doing very, very well. I mean, the altcoins are looking like they are going to rip. And so it's looking really good. I'm excited about this. So let's get into it, guys. Let's take a look what's going on here. So this is the Bitcoin dominance chart. We can see that it did come up a little bit during that dump. And people got panicked and got shaken out. It went up a little bit, and now it's starting to come back down again. We can see over here all these coins that are, that I've discussed before in the past, that I think are good picks. They're all in the green. They're doing really well. Just my video the other day that I spoke about Axelar and Helium are doing great. I mean, Axelar is up nearly 6% on the day. So if you guys jumped into that, as I had suggested, you are up nicely. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, what's it trading at right now. So we can see Bitcoin is currently trading at 113,000. That's really good. It's looking positive. Now, I believe what's happening right now is we are seeing markets rally. I think they're starting to front run this the Fed rate cut, and the reason why is because if you look at the markets, they're giving it like a 90% chance of a rate cut, and in the current economy, I believe that is going to force stocks and risk assets, things like Bitcoin and real estate, to go up. So this is looking good, guys. This is looking like a really good setup, and we'll see. Now, if that rate cut doesn't come to fruition for some reason, I would expect a big freaking dump. So we'll just have to wait and see, but the odds are in our favor right now, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these other coins again. So Ethereum, it's kind of doing lackluster. I mean, it did have that massive run up, and it's kind of consolidating. It's up 1.5%, and I do believe that this will catch a bid eventually. But guys, if you dig into Ethereum, and I know a lot of people love Ethereum, and I'm still bullish on Ethereum, but Ethereum, when you compare the metrics, the cost, the transaction, how many transactions are done, the speed of the transactions, the cost of the transactions, the clunkiness of it, I believe that Solana is the superior chain, and it's going to get better upside going forward. Now, I could be completely wrong, but so far in my investing in crypto, I've done extremely well. So I'm going with the data and what I'm seeing, and why I believe Solana is where you want to have your money in those ecosystems, along with some others. Let's take a look at Solana. Now, guys, if you had looked at this, if you go back and you look at my videos, I was telling you guys that this would be a good place to be, putting bids in. I did talk about these lower fib levels. You can go ahead and look back at my videos, but it did come down here. Let's take a look at the 4 hour there. So, as you can see, I had this clearly marked off, and I was telling you guys that this is one very keen area of interest that I had to buy at. And we can see it was hitting right here and here and here, kept touching it, touched it here, and sure enough, it bounced down there. If you guys had put your bids in there, you would be nicely up in the money right now, and it got nearly down here below. As soon as it goes under $200, I believe it is still a screaming buy. So anything in those zones, I had my orders all the way down here. Again, guys, I bought my Solana bags, and like around $20. I did cash out quite a bit when it did get overheated, and I did re-enter the market at a good price, and I'm up massively. So I'm really happy with what Solana is doing and what I'm seeing. I do believe that the ETF on the Solana will be happening sometime probably in October now is my guess. If most likely sometime in October, I think we'll be seeing Solana ETFs, and we'll be seeing a lot of money starting to flow into that, along with Solana treasuries happening. Speaking of treasuries, look at this, guys. Bitcoin treasuries. So this is the Bitcoin treasuries. And I started looking at this when there was only about, I think there was about only less than 50 companies that had it, were holding Bitcoin. Now we have 319. And I think the last time we looked at this, it was like 260. This is continuing to grow, guys. I mean, it is just massive. And these people are stacking it. And the reason why they're stacking Bitcoin, is because anybody that's paying attention knows that your fiat currency, your cash, is just fucking melting. They are about to print. They're about to roll over the debt. They're about to lower interest rates. They're going to be printing money. Whether they do it openly or stealthily, they are going to be printing money. Go to the debt clock, global debt clock, or U.S. debt clock. Go look at those, and you'll see that that is just shocking. They are going to continue to print, and you don't want to be holding dollars. It's like a melting ice cube, guys. So Bitcoin's the hardest assets. People are waking up. They're finally fucking realizing it, and they are jumping in heavily. Now, guys, just so you know, I got really lucky. I identified Bitcoin early on. You know, my bags on my Bitcoin that I initially bought is up over 100x. It's done 100x. So I'm really well set, but it is not too late, guys. I'm telling you right now, I believe in the future Bitcoin is going to $1 million easily, because there's still a shit ton of people that don't have Bitcoin. It's the hardest assets in the world. It's absolutely recognized now, and because of that, people are going to start wanting a piece. As more and more people wake up, they are going to want a piece. And from what I understand, there's like 64 million liquid millionaires in the world. And if all of them wanted to own just one Bitcoin, they can't, because there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoin, and somewhere between 4 to 6 million have been lost. We'll go with the low end and say, what would that be? 17 million Bitcoin only will be around. So based on that math, if each millionaire, liquid millionaire around the world wanted to own one Bitcoin, they can't even own 1/4, guys. And then we have some of these huge entities that are just stacking it. So that's so it's impossible, guys. This is going to get a huge bid. And also, if you look at gold, gold currently had a run. Bitcoin usually lags gold by about 30 days, so I expect Bitcoin to be catching a bid. Let's go ahead and look at this some more. Solana, as I said, it's doing really well. It's trading at nearly $220. Fantastic. Arrow, this one is starting to get a nice little bump up. And just so you guys know, Arrow got up to about $2.20 before, so this one has nice massive upside that it could get up to as well. It was just trading here at about $1.60 back in towards the end of August, so that could easily run up. Axelar, like I said, guys, just the other day I was telling you to buy this one at under 30 cents, and we can see it's up, solid. It's trading at 33 cents, so that's done more than 10%. Well done if you bought that. You're happy. I do believe that this one is easily going to get back up to, anywhere between 60 cents to I could easily see Axstar getting back up to about $1.20 in a bull run, or higher. I mean, it could easily do that. So I'm looking at it from a very conservative perspective. Could it get back up to $1? Easily. You could easily do a 3x from here. Ondo. I was screaming at you guys to buy Ondo. I told you to have your bids down here at 98 cents. I've been trading in and out of it. It's back up. It's trading at 96.7. So, well done. It's up almost 4% on the day. Camino. This one's doing all right. We can see it's had a nice little run up. I was telling you guys to put your bids down here, like at around 0.054 is where I had mine at. It did actually dip a little bit below that. You might want to look at putting a bid down here if it does come back down, like around 0.53, I would call it. It dipped slightly below that, but 0.53 would be a good area to put more bids in if it does come back down here. This one did get up to like 24 cents or 21 cents not that long ago. So this thing could easily run up back up to, it could easily do a 3xer from here as well. Jupiter is doing well. It did come back down here. It touched this trend line and it bounced off it, and it's looking solid. I like Jupiter. I was telling you guys to put your orders in like around here at about 48 cents. I would put your orders back in there. You can see it trended really strongly right here. You can see this is a really good zone in which it has come down to many times before. So like around 48 cents is a good area to put a bid in if you still haven't got that, and it may come back down to 50 cents. I like 50 cents as well, but manage your risk tightly if you're using leverage. Long term, I do think this one could easily double. Helium, I was telling you guys to buy this one too. We can see it came in down to the zone that I was talking about earlier, the value zone that I liked. So spot buying, I bought more of this, and it has been it's done really well. Not that long ago, guys, this was trading at over $4. So, and this one did get up to like around $8 or $10. So this one could easily do a 3x as well. I like it. Sui right now, I consider this one, it certainly could rip in a bull market. Personally, I wouldn't be buying it here. I bought Sui like around between 60 and 80 cents. I've since sold off that bag. You can see it did come right down here. It did touch the golden pocket here like around 313. I would put your orders in around here if you're looking to get a bid on Sui and if you're bullish on that. I personally like Bluefin better, which is an ecosystem play. It's a DEX on Sui. I believe that one will absolutely rip, and it's beaten down pretty hard. I don't have it the chart up right now, but Bluefin ecosystem play on Sui. If you like Sui and you think it's going to do well, then I would be looking at getting a bid on Bluefin. More risk, but massively more upside potential. And we have Zeus. And as you guys know, I bought this down here at 11 cents. Would be buying in heavily would be at 12.21, and down here at 11.08 or anywhere in this zone, I think is a good value zone to be buying it. So we're looking at a 4x just on a 60-cent marker. And one guy that I really like a lot, who's very into crypto, and he's made some fantastic calls, is basically saying Zeus is a value at anything underneath $1. So when it's trading at under 14 cents, my God, man, it's a screaming bargain to me, guys. Now I'm not going to go that far out on a limb, but I am ringing the bell and saying, now is not a bad time to buy this coin. The way I've made the most money is buying coins that are, been beaten down heavily, and people have lost interest. You don't want to usually be buying coins that have the interest at that time. You want to have things that have proven to pump, that have pumped in the past, year and a half or so, and are part of good ecosystems and have good teams. And you buy those coins when they are beaten down, and you hold them, and then you be patient, and then when markets rip, you sell them and you make a shit ton of money. That's how I retired early, guys, and that's what I plan to do again. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the next tranche of money that I make. Maybe I'm going to buy more properties. I'm not really sure, but hey, it's a wonderful problem to have. Having to think about where you're going to put all your fucking sick gains, you know what I mean? Anyways, guys, hope you're all doing well, and monger on.